Hey you guys, it's Marcy. I just wanted to give you guys an update on how the surgery went in Mexico. If you watched my last video, I had told you that the nurses called and I'd be having surgery, well, being picked up in Mexico for surgery at 6:40 a.m. Well, and that's exactly what they did. They picked me up at 6:40, got to the hospital, started prepping me right away. And by the way, there was a van full of us too. But I was the first one to go. So they took me back. They wrapped my legs for blood, to prevent blood clots. They got my IV hooked up, and then they wheeled me back. It was super quick. I remember the anesthesiologist, he introduced himself and told me that I was going to fall asleep, and that's literally what happened. I woke up in recovery, and anyways, so I felt good. There was no pain or anything, just really tired. We couldn't have anything to eat or drink, but we didn't want to. So basically the next 24 hours, we were just laying there, sleeping as much as we can and walking a little bit here and there. So my surgery was on Friday, March 20th. And then on Saturday, March 21st, around 4 p.m., they told us that we were being released, so they were going to take us back to our hotel room. So that was nice too, just so we could be a little bit more comfortable. But as for that, they took us back to the hotel and basically left us alone. They just came to do bandage switches. They made you shower. We had to bring special soap to use to clean. There's 5 little incisions, and then we also had a drain bag. So then on Sunday, right before 5 o'clock, they brought us a purple liquid, maybe 2 ounces of it, maybe 3. But a purple liquid that is used to do the leak test. So at 5 o'clock, we had to start drinking that, and then our leak test was going to be at 6 o'clock. So it took us about 45 minutes to drink the small amount of fluid. It was nasty, but not too bad. I mean, you didn't have to plug your nose or anything. But basically, we drank that, and then at 5:45, the driver picked us up and took us to the X-ray clinic. We were all in the lobby, and this is what the important thing about doing the surgery in Mexico was. Sitting in the lobby waiting for us to each do the leak test, we were all just getting to talking and seeing how everyone's procedure went and how everyone was feeling. And one couple said that he was never going to go back. He couldn't believe he was even there. He just wanted to go home. He wished he had known this before. And we were like, what happened? And basically, I was the first one for surgery. And then there was a girl after me. And then, anyways, when he went back for his surgery, they gave him the shot right before the anesthetic shot, right before he entered the room. And basically, there's 2 surgery tables set up. So he saw, for the 5 seconds that he was awake, he saw them performing surgery. He saw the big monitor. And during that 5 seconds, he saw the doctor and the team that was with him. He finished one surgery. They removed his gloves and everything, put new gloves on him, and he went to the next table. So we were all just kind of like, what? Can that be safe? So after that, I was just like, oh well, good thing I got it done already. But anyways, so they called me back, and they have you stand up on this machine for the x-ray, and they give you this cup of this maybe 1 ounce of this clear, cloudy fluid. And you just have to chug it back and swallow it in one gulp, which doesn't feel good anymore. You can't do that anymore. But we did it, and she confirmed no leaks, and then they give you a copy of your x-ray when you get back to the hotel. But anyways, all went well. One girl did have to go back and get re-x-rayed, and turns out she was not passing gas like she should have been, and she was having a lot of pain in her chest and shoulders. And anyways, they did a second x-rays and found out that she did have a leak. So she ended up going back to the hospital. But an hour after she got there, she was texting her roomie that she was with, and she felt so much better. She was so glad. And anyways, so it was nice to know that they know what they're doing, and that they noticed the leak right away and took care of it immediately. So she was feeling so much better, like I said, within an hour of finding out that she had a leak. But, okay, so the aftermaths of surgery. Well, you do feel hungry after that 24-hour period. And when they give you a bottle of water, you're like so excited because you're thirsty. So, but then you literally just take a sip here and there, and you just sip all day long. Once we got back to the hotel, we did go down and have a tiny bit of broth, a popsicle, and a little bit of water. You feel pretty bloated. They have to blow up your stomach like with gas in order to do the surgery. So you have to walk and get all of that gas out. So we walked as much as we could, which we didn't walk a lot, but if we were awake, we decided we should go for a walk. Well, one thing the nurses didn't prepare us for was after you do this leak test, I don't know what's in the shit that they give you, but it's nasty, number one. And number two, don't trust a fart. Like, as serious and as bad as that sounds, you can't. You have to be by a toilet. Me and my mom, right away, like, it hits you and you have to go. Like, there's no second to spare. And literally, and then after we asked the nurse, we're like, we're having this problem. Is it normal? She's like, oh yeah, it's completely normal. Well, why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you warn us? Like, what if I was walking on level 2 and my room's on level 5? That would have been bad. Anyways, so prepare yourself for that. So other than that, I think that's pretty much everything. Jell-O was not sitting well with me. We could start eating it. I think the second day after surgery, we could start at dinner time. But anyways, I didn't care for it. I wanted, if I had Jell-O, it was just a couple bites here and there. And then, yeah. So other than that, the trip was great. It was really nice getting to know some of the people in our group. In fact, I made really good friends with one of them. And we just talked today, which was really nice because, you know, they're kind of your family while you're there. She was there alone, and Mommy and I were together. So we ate together, well, drank broth together and popsicles together, and we just kind of hung out together. So it was nice. But anyway, so after this, I'm going to do, what am I? I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. I am 4 days post-op. So right after I upload this video, I will do my 4 days post-op video with my stats and everything. Thank you for watching.